Recently, Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries announced and enforced stringent quarantine procedures for cattle within and around the city center following the outbreak of foot and mouth disease in Kampala division.
We are experiencing an FMD outbreak which is almost in 34 districts. But not all districts sub-counties are affected. You find that in a district like Sindiro, we have 2 sub-counties. In Zimbabwe, you have 1. We have only 1 like that. But what we did was to do ring vaccination and also make sure that we restrict animal movements.
The Commissioner of Animal Health at the Ministry of Agriculture, Dr. Anna Rose Ademunu, through a notice enforced the closure of livestock trade business in Kampala. However, the Minister of State for Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, Retired Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Rwamirama, has clarified on the issue.
It is regrettable that the Commissioner bundled the whole entire city as opposed to the guidelines we went. But when we discovered, we informed the authorities immediately that they should follow the guidelines. Accordingly, the zero grazing unit in Kampala, where MD was suspected, the vets went and treated the animals. It is under full surveillance, and we have allowed Kampala abattoirs to operate, but they should get stocks from safe areas. The stocks must be safe, and they must not go through Kampala. Fortunately enough, Kampala, there are no farms, they are only, they are not open farms like you would imagine. These are zero grazing units.
Foot and mouth disease, which was reported and recorded in February 2024, saw restrictions on movement of cattle, goats, sheep, pigs and consumption of their products and byproducts prohibited within Kampala district.
Which have FMD were put under total quarantine. And then the neighboring districts, I mean sub-counties, were put on partial quarantine. Partial quarantine means that they can trade and consume animal products as long as you don't operate markets. So the tradition is that when you operate markets, people smuggle cows from affected areas to those markets. So farmers accordingly can sell cows for slaughter from safe farms to abattoirs.
Minister of State for Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, Retired Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Rwamirama, told UBC that all was done to protect consumers. Whether there was a closure of livestock markets, loading grounds, slaughterhouses and butcheries, this was the minister's response.
So we are safe. People in Kampala can continue enjoying meat, and I can confidently say that the meat that is allowed to come from a safe district is safe.
Minister Rwamirama cites challenges that still persist in the fight of the disease.
So the vaccine we have been getting has been very small compared to the national hub, and we have been applying it strategically and following science. We have been concentrating on affected areas, high-risk areas, and transit areas. Then high-risk areas are areas neighboring national parks and game reserves. Because FMD affects 2 of the animals, including buffaloes, antelopes. The other areas are transit routes. Transit routes is like Wakiso district. Every route that enters Kampala goes through Wakiso.
Rwamirama said they have reviewed policies to provide avenues to fight the disease.
We have contained FMD, and we are changing the policy. The policy now is that farmers will bear the cost of vaccine. It will be compulsory, and we shall vaccinate twice a year. This is sheep, goat, cow, pigs. So, government took a decision that we are going to get one revolving fund, one time off. We buy vaccine for 44 million vaccine because we have about 16.5 million heads of cattle, about 17. If you add all these domestic animals that are affected by FMD, we estimated about 44 million. So that means every year, every farmer will vaccinate his animal twice, and this will make Uganda free of FMD completely. We are seeking for support from government to at least get 10 million doses to deal with affected areas and high-risk areas as we prepare for mass vaccination. We have also gone ahead and signed the MOU with countries which we think is important to harmonize transboundary disease policy with them.
I'm Ivan Juko for UBC.